So how do you tell the difference between a narcissist and an egomaniac? That's a question that's been posed by one of our listeners, brought up on the Facebook feed, where you are more than welcome to pose your questions as well. But let's dive into the question at hand. So a narcissist and an egomaniac, they can seem similar on the surface. And it's not until we really start to observe more of the behavior that we can actually decipher whether somebody is truly a narcissist or whether they're kind of caught up in ego, or maybe presenting as caught up in ego and they're coming from this fear and lack of self-esteem. So let's separate out into just the two categories to make this easier. So a narcissist is going to be somebody who is primarily driven by, one, the fact that they are always right, no matter what comes out of their mouth. Even if the last thing they said contradicts what they've just said, they're still right in what they've just said. So that's the first thing, first marker, big marker. I mean, there's quite a few, but I'm just going to touch on two of the key markers where I think it's really important for you to know, especially in business. One, they will always be right, no matter what they say. Two, their primary need is to feed off of your energy. Okay? And that's really an important piece for people to get a hold of, is that their primary need is to feed off of your energy. Whether that's from love bombing you, whether that's from, and in business that would be like praising you and, oh my God, you're so great, right? Whether it's that kind of thing, or it's from making you feel bad, putting you through the ringer, telling you how horrible you are. Either one will get an emotional reaction from you and they get to feed. So disconnecting from them energetically is going to be an important piece, and we'll talk about that in another video. But for now, I just want to touch on these two pieces. That one, they are always right. And two, and even if they contradicted themselves. So you kind of need to watch their behavior over a little bit of a period of time to see, are they contradicting what they've just said? Is there a reason that they're contradicting what they've just said? Or is it just like they've just changed gears and now this is right? And two, are they looking to feed off of your emotional reaction, in particular, your negative emotional reaction? Okay? So those are your two factors. Your egomaniac is somebody who is just very full of themselves. They think very highly of themselves. They present themselves very similar in that, I'm always right, but it's more from a push energy as opposed to I'm really solid in I'm right and this is who I am. So your egomaniac will have much more of a push energy behind them. They're usually trying to convince you that they're right. And it sounds the same on the surface, but again, it's like when you start to follow it along, if it's constantly there's just this message of, I'm so great, I'm so fabulous, follow me, watch what I'm doing. And it's not this trying to spin people out of control in order to feed off of them or manipulate them or to get them to do what they want, then you're possibly dealing with just an egomaniac. And somebody can slide into that egocentrism from this place of feeling not good enough, feeling like you need to present, especially like social media. Oh my God, we get so lured into thinking that the way to make it big in social media is to present as the expert, because we're told that you got to be the expert. And I even talk about that. You need to stand in your expertise, but it doesn't mean you need to be a boastful asshole in order to stand in your expertise. There is a difference. And it's about doing that inner work, okay? So whether you're dealing with a narcissist or you're dealing with an egomaniac, or you're sliding up into being a little bit egocentric yourself, it is all comes back around to doing the inner work, really getting clear on the pieces that are there for you that prevent you from shifting out of those scenarios. But we'll get into those in other videos. For now, thanks Kelly for the question. That was very provocative and bringing out some new information. I'm Dana Ferrant, and this is your Badass Business Mindset.